Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss different types of data in MATLAB. In fact, there are many types of data in MATLAB, and gradually we will learn some of them during this course. And today we will meet two of these data types. So, MATLAB data types. The first two types that we would like to discuss in this course are the double type and the character type, which is, in short, is CHAR. So let's actually start with double. And in fact, allow me to make this workspace a little bit larger so that we can see certain attributes for our variables here. So for example, if I type x equals 1, we see here that the name of the variable is x, the value is 1, the size is 1 by 1. In fact, we don't need to discuss the size at this stage, so I will remove it from this. The RAM memory usage of this variable is 8 bytes. So in fact, if the double data type happens to be a real number, if it's a real number, then in terms of memory usage, it uses 8 bytes. That's to say 64 bits. Now, remember, numbers also could be complex. So let's define another variable. Let's say y equal 2 plus 9k. So this is a complex number. And it turns out that according to MATLAB, it is also a double. So it is considered double as you see here. And in terms of size, it's 16 bytes. And in terms of value, here is whatever value we entered in the command window. So let's actually summarize this here. The next data type is, well, it's still under double, but it could be a complex number. And then the complex number occupies an amount of RAM memory that's 16 bytes. That's to say, how much now in bits? This is 128 bits. Another data type in MATLAB is the character. So one, for example, could say, let's define a variable g, and I can put between single quotation something like hello with an exclamation mark. So if I hit enter, so you notice that the variable has to be inside the single quotation mark in order to be considered a character. And let's actually see how MATLAB recognizes this variable. First of all, it's G. Its value is hello with an exclamation mark. In terms of size, the size is actually 12 bytes. And I will tell you how this was computed now. And of course, it recognizes this as a character. So the characters in MATLAB, the way MATLAB stores them in the memory is as such. Basically, each character, each one of these characters uses 16 bits. So let's actually write this here. So each character occupies 16 bits. So for example, let's see as an example, the hello with exclamation mark contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. Each one of them is 16 bits. So the example here, the hello with exclamation. So the quotation here are not counted part of the variable itself. So what's inside is what's considered to be the value of the variable. So in the case of hello, there are 6 characters, and each character has a size of 16 bits. So let's actually do the simple calculation here, 6 times 16, and that gives us 96 bits. If we want to convert this into bytes, then we divide by 8, and that gives us 12 bytes. So So this is the 12 bytes that we see here in the RAM memory. So that in total occupies 12 bytes. So you might wonder why it's important to know how much each data type occupies in the RAM memory of the computer. Remember, these now are stored in the RAM memory. They don't go to the hard disk yet at this stage. Because RAM memory is generally limited, so at least as of now, several personal computers, they might have RAM memories on the order of 16 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes, or maybe less or maybe more. Uh, High performance computers could have much more RAM memory, but at any rate, it's very important to have a feeling of how much your data will occupy in the RAM memory of the computer, because you should not, I mean, you should design your software such that it doesn't exceed the limits of the RAM memory of your computer. So in summary, so let's summarize what we have covered in this video. In summary, there are different types of MATLAB data, and we will start discussing in this course only two: the double, and that's basically a number. It's either a real number or a complex number, and a real number occupies 8 bytes, while a complex occupies the double, which is 16 bytes, the double of the real numbers. Another type of data is the character, and this is whatever is between single quotation marks. And the size of the character is I count how many characters inside the variable, and then I multiply each one by 16 bits, and that gives me the total RAM memory occupied by this variable. Thank you for watching, and we will meet in another video.